Hello, so we have joined Jenny to
Are you
Winterhold.
going to tell Alikus about Sadia?
This is one of the taverns, and this is the high elf guy we need to talk to. He's actually a Dunmer,
Yes, what is it?
and he's a member of the Mages Guild. He just hangs around at this frozen hearth tavern, going from table to table.
Then he's welcome to eat and drink at home, isn't he?
Can I help you with anything else?
Sadia, a Hammerfen noblewoman.
I've been sent by Kalaya.
Then
You
she's
know,
finally
I always
found
heard
it.
there was something
Do you have Gallus's
noble
journal?
about her.
Sure.
You think so too?
No problem. Let me see it. Ah, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language.
Can you translate it?
Really?
No.
Do you think
However, I know
Markarth
someone
would
who
say this
might.
way?
The court
Let's
wizard
find
of
out. Let's go
Markarth,
to the Forsaken Cave
Selmo,
for it.
may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. Word of warning, Caselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy.
Let's go to the Forsaken Cave and look for the right.
Why did Gallus
Besides the
scribe
fact
his
that there are
journal to
only a
Thalma?
handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language.
Even Ranmir can only...
Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details.
It's such a chore to restart.
Where did he acquire the knowledge to use it, to learn
Ironically, I
Thalma?
pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to
Let's bring
Markarth
Amethyst
and
to
Calselmo.
Tarjay.
I'm only hoping whatever means he used to
Old
learn the
creatures
language
are
will
good
still be
to able
available
to
to
help a
you.
couple that are in love.
What can you tell me
Dear
about
friend
Gallus?
of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out.
Can I come with you to Aston Grey?
He was academic, yet he chose a different path.
He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome.
How did you meet him?
Ah, yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship?
Okay, fair enough.
In the time before man, they were known as the Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society. Like the Altmer? Yes, I would say their culture quite possibly rivaled our own.
What drove them underground?
The Nords went to war with the Falmer in the First Era. Killed them by the thousands to drive them from their snowy homeland. The Falmer retreated underground and forged an uneasy alliance with the dwarves who ended up betraying them. This betrayal made them what they are now, horrible, blind monstrosities with a burning hatred of any but their own kind.
They sound more like victims to me.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Forgive me.
Why don't we just
I've
take
lost
it
several
nice and
close
easy
friends
one
to the
day?
Falmer, and it tends to distort my view. If you wish to learn more about them, you're welcome to my tome on the subject. Should be on my table.
Okay. Ask him
In
what
the time
exactly is
before
a Thalma.
man, they
So they're like your
Altmer?
kind? What drove them
The
underground?
Nords went to war.
Look,
The Falmer
over there.
retreated. This
That's
betrayal
Falmer.
made them what they are now. Horrible,
I bet he's
blind
drunk again.
monstrosities
I've
with
heard
a
it's
burning...
lemon.
You appear to
Why
despise
shouldn't
them.
That's why
The
you drink
Falmer
so
have killed
much.
more than a fair share of my acquaintances. If you wish to learn more about them, you're welcome to
Okay,
my
so
tome
they
on the
killed his
subject.
friends. I had a little
Should be
option
on
to
my
talk to
table.
everyone.
I think Birna might disagree with you.
It's not my place to get involved in their
The mages don't let us go in the colony. They said it's not safe
stay
in
out
there.
of it.
So, he's sending me all the way off to Markarth.
I've tried so hard to get better at spellcasting, but I just don't seem to have that in me.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
Just gonna check how much food and water. I've got some water. And a bit of food as well. So, I can head to Markarth. I'll probably starve to death in Markarth while I get there, because it's a long way away. while that's loading up, what we're going to do is talk about the villager's next mission, which is to get an eye of a saber cat. There won't be any saber cats around here. Snowberries. And over there is the Mages Guild. Not Mages Guild, this is the Academy.
Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Winterhold College.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Why are you out here in the cold?
I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
May I enter the college?
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
Treasure. Oh, treasure. I just wanted to see what it looks like inside.
Humor is often in short supply here.
I wasn't joking.
That perhaps you're after more than just that. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
I'll take your test then.
Excellent.
I don't have any magic skill.
The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells.
Okay, I'll pay you 30 gold.
Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
I wonder if actually I do have the light spell. I've already absorbed it. While I'm doing that, I'm just gonna... this is Gallus' journal. Yeah, obviously I've already absorbed it. Let's just cast that light spell then. Where are we? Mage Light. This must be it.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
The only kid her age is the Jarl's son.
This is a cool spell though.
No matter what, the college will endure.
And she's got a little floating fairy above her head.
Lies within the college's walls. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on.
Okay, I'll let you do your thing, otherwise you're going to constantly talk to me.
Clearly he was wrong, yet I do think he meant well.
I don't know what these little things are. You want to talk to me again? You've got two glowy things now.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
Okay, fair enough.
The Thieves Guild, don't know. I thought I was supposed to steal.
This is a bit dangerous.
And give to the poor, not stealing hope and future from the Riften people.
Plus, look at this windy blizzard going across here. That is pretty dangerous.
At times
the college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Hope you appreciate all these little lights I'm giving you. Okay, this is the College of Winterhold.
Lies within the college's walls.
I never forget the first potion
Pretty
I made.
nice place.
It was supposed to restore
I
health.
don't know what these little
The
things
father
are pointing up
almost
towards
died
the
of
air.
it.
I think you get some sort of quest in it, but yeah, it's pretty nice. I could go and find Mirabella, who is the leader, but I don't want to finish this quest. I don't even want to start Mage's quest, because I haven't even started or finished the thieves one or the main quest. I'm supposed to be a thief. So we need to get to Markarth.
Will the hunting room either be a better place now?
And down there, that looks like a old ruins of Winterhold place. I think you need to be quite highly leveled to get down there, otherwise you'll just be wiped out. So I'll wait for another time. Meanwhile, what we need to do is shift a few of our things off, go to the shops. Got plenty of things to sell, I think.
Windhelm will need more people than Grove.
Maybe we'll get something nice in here as well. But we need to get to Markarth. There isn't too much in Winterhold.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep them. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Goat hide, straw. Straw, I suppose, is quite useful. Steel wooden sword, ring of the minor squire. We shall sell the dark bandolier. We don't need that. A couple of rings. And robes of minor restoration. We don't need that. War Axe of Colds, only 29, I was carrying that, that's practically worthless. I'll sell it. And I wonder if Berna has anything good for me. Green apple. Nope, she's quite a poor person. Child's doll, don't really need that. Common soul gem, that is tempting. I could enchant my orcish sword with this. I'll take that. I'll take that and do some enchanting.
Until next time.
So we'll head over to Markarth. Hopefully Lydia is going to go and follow us. Lydia, I think we left her in Snowvale Sanctum, just outside it. There's supposed to be a blacksmith around here. We'll see if we can find him. This was an added mod. There's supposed to be a blacksmith and a cabin around here that we can own for ourselves. This looks like the cabin.
I'd kill for Sweetroll right now.
Cliffside Cabin, I think the name is.
I really like around here.
I'm not quite sure what this is. This just looks like a rather nice looking house. Not quite sure whether you'd want to live here with this kind of view.
I
These
find
collapsed
Cambria
houses.
Flora illustrated very interesting, especially the pictures.
Well, that's a shame. We can't find the blacksmith. In case you're wondering why I'm wandering around. Perhaps he hasn't loaded.
I like Ivystead. It's so pretty.
I'll read this grave warning. Oh. In the canyon below our village lies an entrance to danger and death. This note is a warning to any curious adventurers seeking fame and fortune that might be thinking of venturing into the frozen tunnels. We plead with you not to follow this course of action. Doing so will only be a quick way to your demise. Many have entered, never to return due to not heeding the warnings. Some of our own loved ones were among those lost because of their youthful drive for adventure, fame and greed. Our population is weaker from the loss. Please do not be among those who have gone missing. Your life is more important than treasure. Heed this message's importance. Don't go into frozen tunnel. You have been warned. Okay.
And all the birches.
I shall heed your warning. Is this a grave warning? Another grave warning.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet.
Now there is a fast travel method over here. Hope he's still alive.
I don't like vampires. When you get right down to it.
I'd like to hire your carriage and go to Markarth.
Where do you want to go?
Markarth, please. 20 gold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
He looks blue and frozen.
Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe it.
Winterhold is a nice place though. I should explore there more. It's certainly better looking than it is in the original. There isn't too much more functionality apart from those ice tunnels, which I've never been in before, because that of course is a mod. But Winterhold itself, the story of Winterhold is that half of it collapsed into the sea because of the Great Cataclysm, which was when the floating rock above Vivek crashed into Vivek and caused the eruption of the Red Mountain. Food, thirst, tiredness. Okay, let's go somewhere. Hey, Markarth.
This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
The Reach, where the Reachmen live. And where all the Forsworn are. And lots of Dwemer stuff, as you can see from the architecture. And also, obviously, lots of Falmer, I suppose. If we go here to try to understand the Falmer language, I suppose there must have been Falmer here at some point.
For your journey home?
I do that. People of the Reach.
This is actually quite fun.
Everyone stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Okay, he's got some beef. Stay back, but I'll just loot his body. You don't mind that, do you? Fair enough. Well, what that guy was going to do was he was going to kill one of these women. So I rescued one of these women. But I knew that was going to happen. And I had to quickly jump in there before that happened.
Attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
I was right there.
I'm so sorry. I hope the aid give you more peace in the future. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important.
Is this your note?
My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket.
Hint, hint.
No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
Fair enough.
You shouldn't use magic when you're on the...
Interesting, that counted as... No, that wasn't stolen, I was just dreaming.
Children. They will just ask you to make them invisible. And if you do, their mothers will
Let's see what this guy gave me. He obviously gave me that note. He's none too subtle about it. Eltrue's note. Meet me at the Shrine of Talos.
you.
Okay.
It's so nice to just talk a little, you and I. I was just thinking, Would you be interested if I told you a little about myself?
Oh, go on. We haven't had a little bit of a story from Vilja for a long time.
I guess I should tell you a little more about Halbdan. Ever since I was little, my father and our neighbor, Sigar, have been joking about that I should marry Sigar's son Halbdan. I thought they were just teasing us. Believe me, Halbdan isn't the kind of guy any girl with some sense would want to marry. He's an arrogant, spoiled little brat who thinks that every girl in the village adores him and would love to spend her life spoiling him even further. I never got along with him, especially not after he tried to kiss me and I smacked him. Somewhere where it probably hurt quite a lot. But strangely, he always seemed somewhat intrigued over the prospect of the two of us becoming a couple. I thought that my long absence would have changed this, but I quickly found out that he still had plans for the future. In fact, he was bragging about that he was looking forward to taming the wildcat. What a jerk. When I told him of my plans for the future, he was furious. He yelled and screamed at me, and when I told him I didn't want to listen any further, he yelled that he would have his revenge, sooner or later.
His revenge?
2 days later, my precious flute, the one my grandmother had given me, was nowhere to be found. Halbdan had had his revenge.
Okay.
Oh, I actually have a pretty good idea about that, and I'd be happy to tell you all about it, but not right now. We have things to do, haven't we?
Yes, that's a fascinating story.
Shall we continue?
Yeah, let's continue. Not too much there. Could steal this meat. I'm not too interested in that. Let's talk to this woman I've saved.
He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me. No.
Margaret.
She's such a... Why would anyone want to kill her? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
What's happening to this city?
Where's Margaret gone? She went walking off this way. Doesn't appreciate me rescuing. I thought she'd give you something. Markarth is definitely a good looking city. It's really well done. I don't know why people complain that all the cities look the same. They certainly don't. Markarth looks spectacular. There's the prison over there, or the silver mine. There's the blacksmith up here. Different blacksmiths from all the rest.
What is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion we would have called it bracelets. Look how brittle the metal is.
Let's level up though. I'll put up my health. And what I wanted to improve was going to be my sneak. If I sneak is high enough. Muffled movement or backstab? Go for muffled movement. That's our packs. And we are level 8.
Well, the forge gets so hot in my thought. You thought what? You would skip a step, not heat the metal all the way through? Jesus. Now do it again. Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless.
Okay, what's wrong with your apprentice?
Tacitus?
He's useless.
I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial Smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Actors, would you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example.
Okay, I'll bring one if I find it.
Thanks.
Or you could go to a bookshop yourself. Right, I want to buy something off you, but you're not going to offer me anything.
Do you think it will rain?
This is the Hag's Cure. This is another alchemy shop. We're looking here for a Eye of Sabercat. Because we couldn't find them by killing 4 or 5 saber
There's
cats.
so much to learn about the shop.
The Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs. Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
What are we looking for? Eye of Saber Cat. She does not have one. Disappointing. Elves ear. Small pearl? No, of course not. Small antlers, but no small pearl. Taproots, can buy them anywhere.
There should be some kind of
Now,
security
you
block
let me
or
know
something.
if you need a cure.
Once
or
I
anything
activated one
else.
by accident.
If there's anything I can steal, then I'd certainly steal.
Really devastating inside the shop.
Why can't the men in this city leave me alone?
A little bit of old reach magic can cure whatever ails you.
Giant lichen. Hargraven feathers. Why can't you need something common? So if I looked in that factory
That's something I'd like to
satchel,
talk to
they'll
you
go and
about.
try and beat me up.
Have you got a
I'm
minute?
Bothella's assistant.
Yeah.
She's the one you should talk to
Okay,
if
fair
you need
enough.
an herb or a
Let's
potion.
talk.
That's something I'd like to talk
Okay.
to you about.
Have you forgotten about the
Have
ingredients?
you got a minute?
Tell me your thoughts.
I of course don't want to nag, but it would be great if we could find a saber cat soon. And kill it, of course, so that I can have
I
its
should get back to
eye.
memorizing recipes.
Okay.
Anytime.
Nothing here to steal. One place you can apparently get a small pearl, of course, is if you have Pathfire, is if you upgrade your house to have an alchemy lab, then a small pearl magically appears. Of course, that's going to be quite far away from me.
Thirsty.
I think this is Unstone Keep. This is where the Jarl is. And Cal Camero, the Valma expert, is in here. So we'll talk to him or her.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
Okay, fair enough. Something intriguing happening, but I'm not too interested. Although this is Understone Keep,
This is supposed to be a Jarl's
it's
keep.
not exactly...
But don't you think it looks a bit, well, unfinished?
Yeah, exactly, that's what I was
Lots
going
of
to say.
stones and such.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Hello.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards.
I was looking for you, actually.
I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you?
Oh, okay, change your mind. So you're an authority on ancient Valma?
Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings.
Perhaps I could view your work?
Preposterous. That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed.
Should I bribe him?
I'm not certain how many scholars you're accustomed to dealing with, but I can assure you that personal wealth is our lowest priority.
Okay, forget it. Maybe I'll come back later.
Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you.
Right, so obviously I could try and pickpocket him. Let's try and pickpocket him. Oh, he didn't notice. So we've got his key. Here's a random book on the floor. And there's a scroll crafter that he was leaning on. No, I want this. I'm going to use this before.
What is it?
Right, let's enchant something.
That robe makes me look like a house.
An orcish sword. We can enchant it with frost damage. Not exactly what I want. It's fair enough.
I do realize this is supposed to be a Jarl's keep, but don't you think it looks a bit, well, unfinished?
And
Lots of stones.
we'll give it
and
extra
such.
5 frost damage to health and stamina. I think that'll be good enough. It's got 55 uses. And we'll use the common soul gem. Craft it. Yep.
Watching you reminds me of my first days as an enchanter.
Okay, this is obviously what you're studying. Dwarves Volume 1, Dwarves Volume 2, we'll read that at another point. But now we've got the museum key,
Who does he
we can
think
get
he
into
is?
the museum.
Acting all high and mighty.
Well, now we're here, we'll take a little bit of a break. I'll get some rest for my character because he needs sleep. And we'll see you when we're back in here to sneak into the museum.